What's up, everybody? This is Ryan again from, well, of course, it's always going to be me. It's always my travel channel. It's kind of stupid that I say that, but whatever. You all know who I am. You know the the title and of the channel, so thank you for checking in. Ryan's Travels it is. Anyway, what I just spoke about in one of my other videos was Shanghai visa or lack thereof. In this one, what I want to talk about is going to Vietnam and its visa. So interestingly enough, in my other video, I was talking about just came in town and I did some visa-free transit from Shanghai. And part of that is you have to fly in from one country and go to another. You can't do round trip back. Otherwise, they will most likely detain you, cost you a lot of money, and it will suck. So I had to go to Vietnam. And so when I first started my traveling journeys back, I believe in 2022, and I'd gone to UFC in Singapore, a girlfriend of mine from the UFC had told me she was going to go onward to Vietnam after. And so we were kind of chatting everything. And, you know, I'd gone from Singapore for a week for Fight Week. And then I went to Thailand for a week, which is when I learned about Thailand, fell in love with Thailand, and the whole thing that got me to move out to Thailand as a second home, of course. Then I moved on to Vietnam. Now, she told me, she's like, did you get your visa? And I'm like, what visa? She said, no, you need a visa to get into Vietnam and you have to do it online or whatever else. And I had no idea. So I looked up a service online. I Googled it and I got them to help me get in. They meet you at the airport. It's very good. It's super cool. Let me put a little pause here in my video and look this up real quick, what the visa was here. Okay, so what I did was I went to the e-visa site. So if you're just gonna go to Vietnam and you have a few days to spare, you can do a few days before, do the online e-visa. It's a very quick process for that. But if it's a last second thing, like I wasn't sure if I was gonna get into China. And so I didn't wanna make another ticket to Vietnam until I got into China, right? And if that's the case, I didn't have the 3 to 5 days, business days that you needed to apply for the e-visa through Vietnam. If you apply through the e-visa through Vietnam, just Google e-visa Vietnam and go to their government page. There's agencies that try to do it, but you can do it directly. It's not a big deal. Like I said, the time it takes, it's not hard to do it all. Go ahead and do it. But I didn't have the time. I needed the help for somebody. So I already, applied online. So basically, I sent them over my passport and everything else. It says, if we apply visa and get it today, so 1 day service, $235 USD per person. If you fly on Saturday, the price is $125 per person. Please confirm that I can process the visa for you. This is a Vietnam visa agency, right? So then I called on this time. So I paid that money last time, not knowing any difference. And then this time I said, hey, I need a visa to go in again. And I sent them the application that I had done already. It said 110 USD per guest for visa status around 5 to 7 p.m. on Monday, Vietnam time. It's 170 per guest for visa status around 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Monday, and 235 per guest for visa status around 9 a.m. on Monday. So obviously time is of the essence. They know it and they price you accordingly. See, if you agree, please send me the documents as below, blah, 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 blah. And that's it. Now, I asked my other friend, David, who's very well traveled around the area. He's actually living in Vietnam, and he was the reason why I decided to go to Vietnam after Shanghai. Spent 2 days with him because I had to go there anyway. I couldn't come straight back. And so he gave me this other person's name, and I called her up. And not only did they do the visa, which is just like the other people said, but for 1 day to get it back, it was $45. And to get it in 4 hours, it was $55. Clearly, you can see I got ripped off the first time, okay? But again, I do these things and experience them so you don't have to. And that's why you watch the videos. You don't watch them for entertainment, you watch them for information, and I'm glad to help you guys out. So just make sure you click like and subscribe and share it a bunch of times so maybe I do get paid someday on these things. And I said, let's wait till Monday and see if I get my approval from e-visa directly. And if not, then I'll pay the 1 day for you and then be able to get there on time. So yes, the 1 day option will have the same result. We'll have the result after 17 hours. And then would you like me to, and this is interesting, would you like me to advise you on anything else such as fast track service and airport pickup? I'm like, sure. What's fast track? Fast track is a service that helps you get through the airport procedures quickly. Staff will meet you upon arrival, escort you through the priority immigration lane, and save you a lot of time compared to the normal queue. I said, well, how much is that? And I think this is actually included in the other people because that is what happened when I went the first time. For VIP service, on top of the money I already paid, it's $12.98. Premium, which I don't even know what the premium is $19.67. So 55 plus 19, 55, $75 to do it instead of 235 is crazy, right? And they said the premium package is the one where you go through the crew line. And I'm like, this all sounds good, right? I said, does this include the expedited visa? Oh, yeah. So yes, it does include the expedited visa. Yes. So if it's available tomorrow morning, you need to use the 4-hour package. Otherwise, the 1-day option will have the results by 5 p.m. today. If you use the 1-day package, the result will be available after 5 p.m. tomorrow. I said, well, I arrive at noon tomorrow. So do the 4-hour and the premiere, please, right? And so I transferred the money. But the thing is, the first time I transferred the money to them, they wanted it through like Wise, which is like an international money sending service. Then what ended up happening was I ended up sending it to them through Wise. But then, so they met me there. They picked everything up right away. My name, Brian Kramer, right there. Totally cool. Now, guys, girls, everybody, they, them, whatever you will call yourself, okay? If you're going to go to Vietnam, you must do this service because you will sit in line for hours. Like I went, and the first time I went, it was nowhere near as long as the lines. Now, I took a picture, got yelled at, but it was worth it. I did it for you guys. Everything I do for you guys, right? The lines, I would have been there for like 6 hours. Like it was long lines, stuffy, messy, and everything, right? So I went through, it's a little bit of a hassle doing the Wise part, Wise app, and paying that way because it just, if you use Wise, you'll just know. It's better than nothing, but it's not the greatest. However, I called them and my friend David said, dude, you got to get fast track on the way out. Otherwise, why do I need fast track on the way out if I'm not going through immigration? He's like, trust me, you're going to need fast track to get out through immigration again. It's going to take you forever. So instead of the 6 hours or 5 hours, and I'm not exaggerating, these lines are super long. I timed it. It took me to get out of the airport. It took me like 38 minutes to get from the time I stepped into the airport to check my bags, meet the person, get through immigration, get through security, and then get to my gate. 38 minutes, which is insane. But what they did was they simply sent me this link here, and I can put it in the description. But if not, if my lady that does my stuff for me decides that she forgets to do it or I forget to send it to her, that's it right there. That's the link. See it? You write it down, pause it, do it. So WAG.com. That is whereareyougoing.com. You buy like a coupon for it. You fill it all out. It's super easy, barely an inconvenience, and it's all set. So this will get you into Vietnam. This is a must do to get in fast, to get out fast. It's a must do. Like you are just asking for trouble. If you want to spend all day like in immigration with no air conditioning and nothing to drink and want to kill yourself, then don't get that. But otherwise, that service was great. I'm not getting paid by them. I just thought it would be a huge disservice not to tell you guys. So anyway, thank you for tuning in. If you go to Vietnam, be smart and do that. Don't forget to click like and subscribe. Look at my other videos. Watch them. At least play them and don't watch them. Just play them. The more you play them, the more I get paid. So I can get, instead of $10, I can get $11. Anyway, I do it for fun. It's a hobby. Have a great day, guys and girls and everybody. See ya.